Hello guys and girls, and welcome back to a new video today. This video is my match preview for Carlisle United versus Tranmere Rovers this weekend, this Saturday. Tranmere Rovers go to Cumbria this Saturday with good spirits in them because they are unbeaten in 6 games, with obviously playing 1 game in the Papa John's, with winning 4-1 against Leeds, and all the others have been just wins for Tranmere Rovers. They have been absolute incredible this season, obviously being unbeaten in the last 16, which is just amazing. So obviously we go to Carlisle United when Carlisle United haven't really been on great form, obviously with 1 win out of 4 from what I've seen, because they've just been getting hammered by other teams. They got hammered by Sutton, they got hammered by Bristol Rovers last weekend 3-0, and they got beat by Forest Green 2-0 at home. So my expectations are going to be for a Tranmere win, but it's going to be difficult because they've sat their manager last Sunday, and in Chris Beach, obviously, I think he was only there for like 2 seasons, and he'd done really well with them. Obviously, he did do well with them last season. Obviously, they're just missing out on playoffs, but it's going to be a tough game because in them plays, they're going to be trying to think, we want to win for the fans. And obviously, Tranmere Rovers will want to do the same thing, but win for the fans. Obviously, if that can happen for Tranmere Rovers and we can win, fantastic. But it will be a different game. It'll be a cage game. So, obviously, with their defeats, obviously with them losing 3-0 away from home against Bristol Rovers, and Tranmere Rovers winning 2-0 with goal scorers from Peter Clark and Josh Hawkes, which they were absolutely fantastic. Obviously, 2 fantastic goals last weekend on the Friday night, which was just amazing. Just to say, obviously, for a Friday night, which is, it's just special for Tranmere Rovers, obviously, to win on a Friday night, which is, the fans were amazing, and it was just incredible to watch. So, obviously, going into this game on Saturday, it's going to be a difficult game, and obviously Carlisle United will want to be winning this game, obviously because they've just sacked their manager, and they're going to try and get the oomph and trying to get the players to believe in themselves. But I think Tranmere Rovers can win this game. I think we will win this game, but I do think it will be difficult. So obviously I'll be saying my prediction right at the end, and obviously my team news right at the end. But they've got some okay players. They've got Gavin Skelton as their assistant manager. I'm not sure how he will do it, and how he will adapt with their players. They've got Luis Alessandra, who is a striker. He's a decent player. They've got Gimme Torre, who's decent. Tristan Abrams, that used to play for Newport County, who was another good player for them. And they've got some okay players. They've got their captain in Callum Guy, who I have heard his name quite a few times. So it's going to be a difficult game for us. Obviously, hoping Tranmere Rovers do get the 3 points, which will be amazing if we can adapt to that, and obviously we can keep our running form up. Obviously, because we've played the likes of Colchester, we beat them 2-0. We beat Salford 2-0, which is fantastic. And then we did play them in the Papa John's, which was fantastic, obviously beating them 2-0. And yeah, it's just been amazing to watch Tranmere Rovers obviously scoring goals. That we didn't really start that off earlier on in the season. We weren't the greatest. Obviously, we did win 1-0 against Walsall, which was fantastic. But getting to see goals for Tranmere Rovers is really good at the moment. Obviously, seeing a great team performance, it's just remarkable from the lads. They're playing really well, and they're digging in, and they deserve it. So obviously, I'm expecting a good game this coming Saturday. I've been to Carlisle United about 3 times now. I think this will be my 3rd or 4th time going, and I'm really looking forward to it, obviously, because behind the last time I went to Carlisle United, Tranmere Rovers did win 2-0 with a great game, obviously fantastic. Scotty Davis saving the penalty, and yeah, Paul Mullen scoring the screamer in that season when we played them, like, I think it was about 3 or 4 seasons ago, I think. And last season we played them, we won 3-2, which was fantastic. Obviously, Vaughan scoring. And I think Morris scored. I'm not too sure if Morris scored, but I think then Vaughan scored right at the end, obviously with a great pass from David Nugent. Obviously, David Nugent was hit and miss, really. He was a good player when he wants to be, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm just hoping Tranmere can get the 3 points and we go 7 games unbeaten, which will be absolutely fantastic. And possibly we could get into the top 3, but obviously I'm not speaking too highly just yet, obviously, because it's only early on in the season and it is only in October. So I'm just expecting Tranmere Rovers to have a good performance on Saturday. Tranmere Rovers do travel to BRUNTON Park this Saturday, which will be a class game, hopefully, and Tranmere Rovers do get 3 points. So obviously I'm going to be talking about my team news in a second. So my team news for this game would be Ross Doran in goal. Ross Doran has been decent for us this season. Obviously he came from Celtic on loan. He's been fantastic for us. So I'm going to say Cogley as our right back. Cogley's just fantastic. He's just so good. And Peter Clark as our centre back and our captain. He's been excellent. Obviously he scored three goals in his last 2 games. Amazing for a defender, and his age is 39. Fantastic. Personally, I can see him scoring again, possibly on Saturday, which would be really good. So I'm going to say Tom Davis and Peter Clark are just sensational players. They're just fantastic. They know where the goal is, and it's just good to see football. Cal McDonald as my left back. I'm going to say Spin as our CDM in midfield on his own, with Foley in midfield in front of Spearing. I'm going to say Josh Hawkes on the right, with Cal McManaman up front with Nevitt, and then I'll probably say Kieran Morris in midfield with them. So my prediction for this game is going to be a 3-1 Tranmere Rovers win. Goals from Peter Clark, Josh Hawkes, and Callum McManaman. So my prediction is going to be that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So if you guys want to be in my video or in my vlogs this Saturday against Carlisle, if you are going, which will be fantastic. Obviously, I think we've only been given about 700 tickets, which is, I think it should be more than 700. Personally, I think it should be at least 1,500, which will be fantastic if we can get that. But if the fans are there, and obviously if we shout and we scream and we score, be fantastic. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. So for the next time, I'll see you guys in a bit. All the White Super White Army.
I like Duncan's YouTube channel, it's brilliant.